What do you think is the best pocket? Front pocket, back pocket, other pockets?
I would say the front pocket is the one I use the most, but I've always been a fan actually of like the side pocket on the pants, like kind of near your thigh, like if they have one like kind of there.
Oh, you're a fan of the cargo pants shorts pocket area? You're the one person who's like a fan of the cargo pants pocket. Like, oh, I need another pocket down
Yeah.
lower on my leg because I got so much crap with me.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, I did not think you were going to say that. I thought you were going to go, okay, so the front pocket, I think we can easily agree is the most useful pocket. That's where you keep most of your stuff. Like,
Okay.
if the front pocket is definitely the most useful. I think the best is the hoodie pocket where you can put your hands in the hoodie. The coolest is the inside the jacket pocket. I remember like the first time I had a jacket with a pocket inside of it, like I felt pretty special and cool. Like, oh, this is a nice jacket. It's got a pocket inside.
The butt pocket is probably my favorite, but I don't like. I think one of the most uncomfortable feelings is when you sit down, uh, and like your wallet's back there or something. Like that's just makes me feel like I got something just pushing on my butt, and that's
You don't like
I'm
it.
good with
It's
that.
a little, it makes you sexually uncomfortable, huh? Having something back there, it's bigger than yours.
Yeah, you definitely could say that a little bit.
I
Yeah.
have a big issue with back pockets because I am left-handed and I have some pants
Okay.
that are catering to right-handed people, discriminating against the lefties, and they don't even have the left side back pocket, and it's infuriating to me. I don't know who made that
Just
decision.
makes
Just be like, screw all the left-handed people. We're not even going to put a pocket on that side. I'm not happy about it. I feel like that's discrimination.
like, do you think that's a thing? I wonder if people have actually said lefty righty discrimination. I'm sure they have,
Oh,
right? Like they've
as a
had to.
left-hander, I'm used to being discriminated against. I polled the audience about our pocket question. I
Okay.
polled the audience. 36% say front pocket is the best. 18% say back. 18% say hoodie. And 27% said the inside jacket pocket. The inside jacket pocket is the coolest pocket. Like you feel special with the inside jacket pocket.
Okay. Like I feel like that used to be like where people would put their cigs. You bust it out, feel real cool, light one up, put it back in the pocket. Though I would argue to say the outside breast pocket is cooler than the inside breast pocket.
No, no, not at all. It's not at all. Not at all. Right? Like and this is where suddenly your
Oh.
choice of the cargo pant pocket makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, he has bad taste in pockets. Yeah, bad taste.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I mean, some would argue that I have bad taste in most
You do
things,
actually
but
have bad taste. I would agree with that. I'm not
that's.
trying to be offensive to you, but you have bad taste.
I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna take that kind of from you, but from a guy who knows how to cook one thing,
I don't have a sense of smell. Why would
one
I
thing.
need to be able to cook things? It's a waste of time for me.
I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. That has to be the worst thing is not to be able to smell. What would be worst? Worse. Not being able to taste or not being able to smell. I mean, you can't smell, but can you imagine not being able to taste?
I mean, that would definitely be worse, but I wouldn't put it on the worst things. I mean, I could be blind. Like, I don't think that those two are really close. Like, that would be a lot worse.
It's got like not having a finger or being
Right.
blind. What
Like,
is
okay, I would put, if on the scale of
um
1 to 10, I would put not having a sense of smell as around a 2 and being blind as like a
okay.
10. So just be lucky you got 4 of the other 5.
Yeah, right. Like no shit,
You can
man.
kind of get away with it.
Um,
Do you want to play this new game that I just invented and see how you're going to do?
I don't know. Do I? I feel like
Okay.
you're gonna give me some question that I can't answer
Since we're
anyways. But go
talking
ahead.
about sounds, I want you to see, can you guess what sound this is?
It sounds like someone shuffling a deck of cards.
That was, well, okay. But the second part is what gave it away. If you just heard that first part, this, would you get that? Would you be able to get a deck of cards from that?
I mean, it would have been harder. Definitely the second part is what nailed it, but a deck of cards definitely came into my mind when I heard the first part.
The second, yeah. Okay. That was one that I wondered really if you were going to be able to get that, because it's kind of obvious, but not super obvious. Okay, let's try this one.
It definitely just sounds like static, but I thought I heard some like inclinations there that maybe it's a power washer.
Okay. No. Do you want a hint?
Okay. Sure.
It has to do with a recent string of current events. Been on TV a lot.
Oh, is it an airplane engine?
I could close, but no. Somebody is taking off.
What is it?
Someone is taking off.
No, what is it?
Ski jump. Person going down a ski jump.
Oh, wow. That's okay. I mean, I never would have gotten that one.
That one was pretty hard. Okay, that was my whole thing. Maybe we'll do this again. I'm
maybe
both surprised and not surprised that you got deck of cards. Deck of cards is like, okay.
I mean, I wonder how many people out there got it. I don't think it was that hard. The ski jumper one was for sure hard. I'd be very surprised if anybody got that.
Yeah, that was pretty difficult, but you failed.
Like, thank you very much. So,
that's all I got.
All right, we doing shout outs now? All right, here. I had to go digital today, so I have them on my phone, but here we are. All right, Joseph Kennedy, Jonah Best, Alfredo Leach. That can't be a real name.
Alfredo?
Don't see many Alfredos.
No, you don't. Ooh, that could be our next top five. Top 5 foods to be named after. Alfredo.
Ashley Branch, Ross Norman, Hannah O'Brien, Fran Farrell, Will Walton. Ooh, a couple alliterations there. I didn't even realize that. Catherine Macias, Jamie Shepard, and Louis Bonilla. Appreciate you.
You don't really see a lot of Rosses. Ross is a traditional name that I bet has really, really gone down in popularity. I only know one Ross. One.
I've only known one, yes, and I wouldn't even say I knew him very well. So, let's just say he worked in news, and didn't stay in news for very long. So he had a pretty quick exit from the news business.
The Ross that I knew was also maybe of the same caliber.
Ross is one of those names where, like, I feel like if your name is Ross, I already know what you're gonna be like.
Ross, I would agree with that. It's a long. Ross is the blue collar version of Derek.
I don't know about that, but okay.
I think so. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Ross is the blue collar version of Derek.
But Derek. Yeah, Derek. Derek's another one. Like, you know exactly what a Derek is. You know.
Okay.
So is it? Is it time? Come on!
It's not time yet.
All right. Well, I have nothing else, so let's let it be time.
You have nothing else?
I'm so excited. For the.
Phoned it in today.
COTM, man.
Good thing that I did this sound thing, because otherwise you're showing up. Showing up to a party with nothing. Can we? Okay, let's talk about this then, because you did something today that I find egregious, and when I called you out on it, you got all sensitive.
I did? Okay, what was that?
You don't send an exclamation point in a text message to another man. You don't send exclamation points to other men. That's a party foul. It's breaking the rules. I don't need to see an exclamation point for you. I don't need to see punctuation in text messages from other men.
I don't agree with you. I think it's all based upon whatever the conversation is. Like, how are you supposed to know I'm excited if I don't put an exclamation point over
I
a
can
text message?
read. I've talked to you before.
Yeah, but
I know the person that I'm talking to. I don't need to get an exclamation point from you. We've known each other for 15 years. If you put, oh, wow, I'm not like, oh, is he excited? I don't know how he feels about this. I don't need to see exclamation points and punctuation marks from you. It's a waste of my time.
Do you think that, like you've talked to me more than any of your other friends in your life?
It's pretty close. It's certainly pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, an hour a day, every day for 8 years.
Oh, no, then I probably would have talked to you. No, you're right. I would probably talk to you more than any other person, and which is why you deciding to put an exclamation point in a text message to me was not appropriate behavior, and you had to be called out. Like, don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Do you regularly put exclamation points or punctuation in text messages to friends?
Ish. I mean, I do put punctuation. I do, but I mean, I did put an exclamation point to you because I was excited. But then I felt, you're right, I did get a little emotional because I'm like, this mother.
Right, you got sensitive about it. Then I know you did.
Once again, you know how to push my buttons, Nicholas.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
It's time. The Outlaw Candle Connoisseur rides again. Candle of the month. I'm
so excited for this candle, and I actually don't have it yet. It's I had it in 2020 during the pandemic.
Okay.
They haven't released it in 6 years.
Whoa.
And I know that you're gonna make fun of me.
How could I make fun of somebody who loves candles as much as you do?
About the middle of January, early February, it started to come out that Yankee Candle was bringing this candle back, and I tell you what, the candle forums were going nuts.
They were going nuts on the candle forums. Is that how you found out, or were you subscribed to various candle newsletters and check various websites, or was it simply through the candle forums?
It's kind of like, and I hate putting these two things together, but it's kind of like going to social media to try to see what breaking news is about, right? Like the candle forums always seem to have it before it gets, out there. So
yeah, okay.
But and I wrote her name down. Molly 311OF, by the way, was the first person on the candle forums to say this candle's coming back.
Does she have an OnlyFans? Because that's usually the only reason you put OF at the end of something. Does she have an OnlyFans with just candles?
I don't know. Man,
is there candle-related pornography? Have you looked into this?
I'm gonna move on.
Have you? Yes or no?
Confirm or deny.
Just say yes or no. Have you looked into candle-related pornography?
No, I have not.
Well, you will now. I'm gonna go look.
All right. So obviously, I gave the maker of the candle away. So it's Yankee Candle, obviously, and it's. I remember getting it during so my daughter was born in April of 2020, and I got this candle shortly thereafter. It's a St. Patrick's Day themed candle, okay. But I just remember getting it thinking like, man, I just want to drink beer. I lit that candle, and I was like, I'm a brand new dad, and I just want to drink beer and maybe watch Leprechaun. So the candle, once again, Yankee Candle, and it's called Lucky Shamrock. And it's green wax, which is awesome, right? Yeah. The design art on the glass is awesome. You can get it in a couple different wicks. It is a little pricey though. It'll be about $35. I don't think this one's gonna.
Thought you were a man of the people, not a man of the snobs. $35 for a candle.
Yeah, I don't think this one will go on sale because they don't have to put this one on sale. So I don't think it's gonna go on sale. You can get up to probably 150, 200 hours of burn time
Oh, that's pretty good. That seems pretty good for that price.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the description, which I wrote down here, is it's a touch of the Emerald Isles. It's the fresh scent of lush green hills, kissed by a sparkle of sunshine.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds amazing, right?
But what
Check
does
it
it
out.
smell
Yankee
like?
Candle.
Right? Like I don't want the description. I don't want the marketing speak. I came here for the candle connoisseur, not the candle copywriter.
So it's gonna start off. Yeah, right. I used AI for that actually. It's gonna start off very fresh, very earthy, very green, and then that's you let it burn for a little while, and then it's gonna go more into the aromas of like vanilla, cinnamon, home. So you start off in the hills, and then you end at home, and the green wax, the glass art. It's awesome. Grab a Guinness and light that baby up. That's all you need for a good St. Patrick's Day this year.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10 on the candle forums, where would this news that this candle was coming back, where did that rank on Candle Forum? Like, whoa, breaking candle news, BCN. Does somebody title a post BCN, breaking candle news?
Yeah. No, but it was probably an 8.
Wow.
I mean, it's a big deal. Like, because it came back like as a rebrand, like it's always a big deal, and it sells great. That's why you won't find it on sale even at St. Patrick's Day time.
Okay, but right afterwards, I would think you could probably snap it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's great. So I have 4 coming in the mail.
But 4?
I was hoping. I did, yes.
So you spent at $36 a piece. That's $72. That's $144. You spent $144 on these candles. Oh my God! If we were in a
more
relationship,
like 160 with shipping.
If we were in that type of relationship, and I saw that you spent $144 on candles, I would walk into that room and punch you.
I mean, you gotta spend it, right? You can't take it with you when you go.
You don't have to spend it on candles. You don't like.
You're right.
I think you might have an addiction. Do you think you have a problem?
We should get like a candleologist on here to talk about candle addiction problems.
Do you think you have a problem though?
No, because I'd probably spend $1,000 a year on candles.
That's a lot. It's about $999 more than I spend on candles.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy them. Like
okay.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, anyone who's followed this podcast for at least the last 3 years knows that I am the best candle advice giver there is. Maybe on you might
planet. Be, honestly. You could be the most knowledgeable candle advice person on the planet. I honestly don't know anyone else who knows anything about candles. Not a single, I honestly don't. I don't think anybody knows a single thing about candles. I think that my wife, who does occasionally buy candles, if you asked her how many wicks it has, she couldn't tell you at all. She's like, well, I'm going to get a 2 wick versus a 3.
No, you want it to burn. You want the more wicks, the more aroma you'll get from the wax burning.
Okay. All right. Well, write that down, people.
Yeah, write it down.
All right. Are you ready for our top 5?
Sure. I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but I did my best.
Okay. So I came up with this under the influence of certain substances on a Friday, and I was like, what are all the different ways that people can refer to money? So our top 5 is top 5. Wait, what is it? Top 5 slang ways to refer to money.
Okay. Well, I'll start off my top 5 slang ways to say money with my number 5, which is moolah.
Oh, okay. Little old-fashioned, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel cool saying it. Like, I don't think anyone's ever said it in front of me or near me where I've been like, man, you're cool. But like, I feel like if you're doing a top 5 list on this, I think 5's a good spot for it.
I think that you're going to have to keep using it until it like comes back around and you could be at the forefront again. Because you can't say moolah to somebody right now, but maybe in 5 or 10 years when the kids decide to go back to that, you could bring back moolah. It's good, but really outdated. Really outdated. My number 5 is dough. Dough is a great way to refer to money.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have something like that a little higher up on my list. So my number 4, man, I wrote down like 9, and it's okay. So my number 4 is going to be bacon.
Ooh, I would put that higher. I think that's a lot better than number 4.
Give me that bacon.
Yeah, bring home the bacon. That's a classic. I think 4. You're gonna have to have some pretty impressive stuff up higher because I don't think that's a number 4.
All right.
My number 4 is cash. Even though cash is not really slang, I feel like it has become slang because people don't carry cash anymore. So I would have actually put that at number 1 if I could have gotten away with it. But I think cash is now slang for money, even though you used to talk about cash.
I don't even have cash on my list.
Well, it's wrong then. It's number 3.
My number 3 is scratch.
Ooh. I have a tie for number 3, which is both scratch and Skrilla.
Skrilla? I've never heard of that.
Well, too busy looking up candles, living the sheltered life in Detroit where they just got internet last year.
Man, you gotta give that city some credit, man. I mean, you don't live in the greatest metropolis yourself.
Oh, I live in Seattle, which actually is considered to be one of the main metropolises in the United States.
I will say that Detroit has fallen to like 26th in the population rankings, which is pretty bad. Like, we're not even considered like a major city anymore.
No, you're not. Right? Did you get a World Cup game?
Like,
no, you didn't. Do you have any championships? We know you don't have any championships. We know it's a city filled with people who are not champions. Your number 2.
All right, my number 2 is bread.
Oh yeah, I forgot about bread. That's a good one. There's a lot of cooking related themes in money. A lot of cooking related.
Yeah, there
themes.
sure is.
My number 2 is bacon. Bringing home the bacon. I think bacon is a great way to do it.
Oh man. I hope our number 1 isn't the same.
What's your number 1?
Benjamin's.
Oh, I forgot about Benjamin's. Is probably is a cool way to do it, or at least 90s cool or 2000s cool. I actually now confuse the 90s with the 2010s. Like, did that happen in the 2010s or the 90s? Both are equally in the distance to me in my mind.
Man, yeah, I'm not. You know what? Never mind. I work with somebody that was born in 2005.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I wanted to talk to them about the weather in my basement, but they called me an old man and left the room.
Yeah, so I like this person already. See if they want to do this podcast. See if they want to start doing this. You're old.
Good.
You're old ass. My number 1 is paper. Got to get that paper. I think paper is paper's up there.
I forgot about paper. That's a good one.
Do you have anything in your honorable
man?
Okay, do you have anything in your honorable mention, or do you want me to go through the whole list and you just give yes or no?
You just go through the list and I'll say yes or no.
Okay, bacon we already did, so that's obviously a yes. Bag. That's a popular one.
Yes.
Bones.
Okay, yeah.
Bread, we did that one. That's a good one. Bucks.
Yeah, sure.
Cabbage.
No, I don't know what that is.
Cake.
Okay.
Cheddar.
Yes.
Cheese.
Yes.
Chicken. That's a weird one. I've never heard somebody say I got to get that chicken.
Never heard anyone say it that way before.
Cream.
Nope, never heard that.
Dead presidents.
Would prefer to stay away from that term.
Yeah, you gotta watch. That one you can't really use right now. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go through the rest of them because this is taking too long. So the other ones are dough, green, greenbacks, guala. I've never heard that. You heard of guala?
Koala?
Guala, Guala. Guala. Guap.
No, never.
I've heard guap before. Loot. 9-grain bread. I've never heard that. Paper, quiche, a rack. But I thought a rack referred to a specific denomination of something. Like I thought a rack was $1,000 or something. Scratch, Skrilla, Stash, Wad, and Ziti. Some of the old-fashioned ones, beans, clams, doubloons, moolah. Yeah, of course you have that since you're a 90-year-old man in a 40-year-old man's body. Smackaroos.
Thank you. Oh, smackaroos! That's a good one. I forgot about that one.
Oh, see, I knew you would like the old ones. Tamales.
I enjoy tamales.
Really? I never really liked tamales. People make a big deal out of tamales. I used to live in Arizona, and people make a big deal out of tamales. I never really